Hi everyone! I am back with another video, and today we are going to look at a free resource that has been made available for science lessons. So we are going to look at a resource called Mystery Science, and I'm going to navigate to this website now. As you can see, Mystery Science has science activities available because of school closures, and basically, they have two kinds of science lessons available. They have mini lessons, which are basically just little videos with some discussion questions. And then they have full lessons that have a teaching part, a guided exploration, and a closure. And so we'll look at all of those components. The first thing that I want to mention is you'll see that these lessons are divided by grade level, kindergarten, first, etc. However, when you post the link for the activity and they give you a link that you can actually post right to your classroom page, it doesn't say the grade level. So if you're a 7th grade special education teacher in an autism or intense room, I don't want you to be turned away because you think this is only for kindergarten through 5th grade. There's tons of great activities on here, no matter what the age. So I would focus more on finding an appropriate activity than I would worry about the grade level stated because, like I said, when you post the link, no one sees the grade level. This is just for teachers to see. So the first thing I'll show you is the mini lessons. And mini lessons are just like they sound. It's a short video and then it offers a discussion question. So if I were going to use a mini lesson for a science lesson, I would post the link and I might post some questions for students to respond to, maybe in a discussion board if your e-learning format has that capability, or a writing prompt, maybe some sort of pre or post graphic organizer activity they could do, or some sort of comprehension activity to show what they have learned from the video. So for the first mini lesson I'll show you, I am going to go right here to the mini lesson, What's the Biggest Tree in the World? You just click it. And then there's basically just a video. So I will play a little bit of the video so you can see the format.
Hi, it's Doug. You've seen pine cones before, right? Here in California, in the mountains, you can find pine cones on the ground like this. Kind of makes you wonder, how big is the pine tree that something like this comes from? There are some incredibly huge trees out there in the world. But there are trees growing on almost every continent on Earth. So in order to figure out which one is the biggest, we, human beings, had to go out and explore. What are some of the different ways someone could mean biggest when they're talking about the biggest tree in the world? Well, seeing some of these examples helps us realize.
So you can see illustration, they pose a question to get student engagement. They do some teaching. Then there's that middle part where they pose the discussion question. So that's something that you could use for an assignment that you post, or you could do a more big picture comprehension activity, whatever works best for you. So those are the mini lessons that are available, and they all follow the similar format. Then they have these full teaching lessons on the right side of the screen. And so I'm going to show you, it's labeled as a 2nd grade lesson, but remember, ignore the grade levels, look more at the content and think about your students. I'm going to go down to this frog activity. Why do frogs say ribbit? I'm going to click on that. And you could see right here, there's a video here, and the video is divided up. So there's the exploration piece, which is the teaching piece. This is what students would watch before doing the activity. Then there is a hands-on activity, and then there is a wrap-up. So I love this resource because this could easily be a two-day activity. On day 1, students maybe have to watch the video, and on day 2, they do the hands-on activity. Before I show you what this activity looks like, I just want to show you down here they have the links here of what students would need for the activity. So you can click on this, and then it allows you to download and even edit this. So if you want to edit the questions in a Google Doc, make different questions, you can. And you could post this for students to do during the activity. So I'll show you a little bit of the exploration piece.
Hi, it's Doug. Shh. Do you hear that? When I was young, I would hear this sound at night, especially in the summertime when it was hot during the night. And in my house, we sometimes would have our windows open. I got curious what this sound was. I asked my older siblings, and they said, "Oh, that's just the..."
So you can see this first teaching part, there are questions. So you could use these questions as guiding comprehension questions that you want students to answer as they watch the video. So that's that exploration piece. It's about 16 minutes of teaching, interrupted with some questioning. Then you go to the activity, and the activity first introduces itself to the students, and then it's guided. So it takes the family step by step of what they need to do. So I will show you this example.
In today's activity, you're going to figure out which species of frogs are found in a pond by listening to their calls. Scientists use words to help them remember different frog calls. You already know one example of this. Ribbit. That's the word scientists use to describe the call of the Pacific chorus frog. But here's another example. Listen to the American bullfrog. Some say that the bullfrog sounds like he's saying grum, grum, grum. You're going to listen to 5 different frogs. Each time you hear a frog call, you'll write down a couple of words to help you remember the sound. Then you'll use what you know to figure out which species of frogs live in a real pond, like this one. Just by listening, you'll know which species of frogs live there. We'll give it a try now. I'll show you how to get started, step by step. If you're in a class, form a group of 4. You'll work together. If you're not in a class, that's okay, you can work alone. When you're done with this step, click the arrow on the right. Get these supplies.
An activity because it's guided. So as long as you have posted the material students will need, they can go through the hands-on activity step by step and take as long as they need. So those are just a couple examples of what Mystery Science can offer. As you can see on the left, we have the mini lessons, which are just the short little videos. And on the right, you have the full lessons. And I suggest dividing up the full lessons into multiple days and then using some of the resources that they have provided for the activities. And remember, you can even download and edit the activities to make them more applicable to your students. If you use this resource, I encourage you to use the actual links that they provide right here, so that students and parents don't see the grade level of the activity. They're just taken directly to the activity itself. I really like this website and these free resources. I feel they're engaging to students with the really nice videos, the sounds, and the hands-on activities. I feel they would keep students engaged. So that is it for today's videos. I hope you enjoy using Mystery Science. If you have any questions, let me know. If you use Mystery Science in your e-learning classroom, I would love to hear how it went. I hope everybody has a wonderful Easter weekend, given it will be a different kind of weekend, but I hope that you get to relax and take a breather from all this e-learning and enjoy some time with your families. I'll be back next week, and thanks for watching.